Yo, what's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. What's good, Sean? Scapegoat. Did that, EJ. Girl with goals. Jaden. Kenny. Marcel. Kyle. Brendan. What's going on, everybody? Melvin, what's up, man? Jabbed and Michelle, how y'all doing tonight? It is about that time, man. It's time to lock in. Lock in, lock in. It is about that time. Skull, man. I've been going through hell these past fucking 4 or 5 days, but it's all good, man. We're here. We're live. We're direct. I feel better, but I hope it stays that way. When I tell you guys, I do not wish that on my fucking worst enemy. Like, bro, like the HFM is no fucking joke because there's nothing you can do to fix it. You know what I mean? There's no medicine you can take. There's nothing you can do. You know what I mean? You're literally just fucked. That's the bottom line. You're fucked. Nothing. Like that's what makes it so bad. There's nothing you can do. Like it's the worst. Like you get like bumps on your hands, like your like inside of your mouth. It's fucking disgusting, and like your throat hurts so bad you can't even swallow. It's bad. But I am feeling better, so that's good. Is it like COVID? I don't even know, man. Nah, COVID wasn't that bad. Like this literally took everything out of me. Like on a day-to-day basis, it was just hard for me to get out of bed. And I usually love, obviously getting up, getting going. Like I love, just waking up. It's another day. I'm excited. But dude, that shit just took the fucking life out of me. That shit was crazy, man. That shit was fucking crazy. Still not 100% better, but I would say I'm probably like 65, 70% better for sure. Anyway, let's get it, y'all. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in here on Sunday. It's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What's good, Brian? What's good, Jack? What's good, Adam? Honcho, Laura, Mike. Yeah, man. Let's do the damn thing. Going into the week of August 18th. Pretty big week. Pretty big week. I'll get into that here in a moment. But yeah, man. Welcome for anybody that's new here. We're gonna go over the economic calendar first, and then we're gonna get into the watch list for the week ahead. First things first. Let's go ahead and pull up this economic calendar real quick. Get this thing crack-a-lacking. How was everybody's weekend? I'm not gonna lie, mine was a blur. I pretty much just laid in bed all weekend. I'm not even lying to you. And I hate doing that. It's like that's what's like so messed up. It's like mental torture for me to be like down bad like that. Like because like mentally I want to get up and move, but like physically I'm just down and out. Alright, let's get it, man. Let me go ahead and make this bigger for you guys. Bada bing, bada boom. Here we go. Weekend flew by. Yeah, man. Always looking forward to Monday. Can I turn up the volume? I can. Can I get a poll real quick? How does it sound? Good, not good? How's the volume right now? Sounds good. One if it's good, two if it's bad. That's how I'm gonna judge this. One if it's good, two if it's bad. How's the volume? Okay, 11111, 1111111. Okay, so majority here is 1. So I'm gonna assume it's good. But I'll turn it up just a tad bit. I don't want it to be too loud because I have my fan on and then it'll start picking up the fan. So we'll keep it like that. Is that good? Is that good? Why does it keep doing that? Is that better? Too loud? Perfect? Nice, nice, nice. Nice, 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 nice. Alrighty, let's do the damn thing. Here we are, Monday, August 18th. We have nothing important. No important data. Important data starts August 19th. Nothing really, I'm not going to say important, right? But we do have data, right? We have building permits, housing starts, nothing extravagant. Very light day to day there on Tuesday, August 19th. Wednesday, it's pretty much the biggest day of the week here. We have FOMC minutes at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, a lot of you guys get this confused. This is not the same as FOMC, okay? FOMC is extremely influential in terms of moving the market, creates a lot of volatility, usually. FOMC minutes is a closed door statement release, so it's nothing of the same caliber. This is, just a whatever release. Sometimes we see a nice move, sometimes we don't. Most of the times we don't. Nothing to sweat. You know what I mean? It's nothing to really look forward to either, if I'm being honest with you. So, with that being said, that's what we got there on Wednesday. Thursday. Oh, actually, go back a little bit. Jackson Hole. We have pretty much Jackson Hole from Wednesday to Friday, which is where usually it's during the day. I've never seen it at night like this, so I don't know if this is like an error on the data side, because usually they're during the day. So to see them at night like this is a little weird. I'm not gonna lie, definitely is a little weird to see them at night like this. But it says it's releasing at 8 p.m. I definitely don't think that's right, but I could be wrong. Anytime they've had the symposium, or whatever you call it, symposium, it's always during the day. So that it is 5 p.m. True, that is 5 p.m. their time, but still, it's always done earlier. Interesting. But yeah, that's what we got to look forward to this week on Wednesday. Thursday, Fed speaker in the morning, nothing too crazy. Have our usual jobless claims, and then we have PMI at 9:45, followed by existing home sales at 10 a.m. To be honest, this is probably the biggest day of the week in terms of economic data, which is Thursday. FOMC minutes isn't really nothing crazy, but Thursday there's a lot of data points that could move the market. One being jobless claims, two being PMI, three being existing home sales. So that's probably the biggest day of the week here for economic data. Friday we have our buddy Powell speaking at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that's going to be pretty interesting. I do not know what he's speaking about. I can only imagine what he's speaking about. We're going into September, where a rate cut should be in the cards, so anything he talks about from now until then I think is pretty important. So that's Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so definitely got to look forward to that. And then, of course, we have Jackson Hole again, 8 p.m., which would be 5 p.m. their time. And yeah, man, that's what we got to look forward to. Let's get into these charts. I checked over the weekend. Let me check again. I don't think we have any important earnings. I can't remember. Okay, we have a couple interesting names. We'll throw it up here. A couple interesting names here. Nothing really, out of the ordinary or extravagant. You know what I mean? Couple interesting names here. We have Home Depot. Pan W is a pretty fun one to trade sometimes. Let's see what else we got. Home Depot. We could definitely trade that if there's a nice move. Let me see. Target sometimes. So a bunch of retail reporting. Walmart, Target, TJ Maxx. Walmart, Wally World's sometimes fun to trade. Got Zoom, Workday, Ross. So yeah, a bunch of retail reporting. Could be some opportunity here. Obviously, we have Pan W, HD, Target, Walmart. So I wouldn't say it's a major earnings week, but it definitely could be some value here depending on what happens. So, we'll keep an eye on that throughout the week. But let's get into the important stuff here. First things first. Let's get into NQ. We're already here. I mean, what can we say, right? Last week, we were very, very, very on top of just the market in terms of sentiment, right? We had a great read on the market last week with that retest of previous all-time highs, catching that upside throughout the week. Now I'm kind of clueless, right? This monthly chart does not give me any confidence. We essentially, there's two ways that we could close out this August, which is about 13 days left. Obviously, a bearish engulfing, or we're going to finish it out strong. So, we're still in that kind of limbo mode here within August. Strong, right? We're very strong. Don't discredit that. But this monthly chart, I really don't love anything. I really don't love anything here. And why are my indicator? Try that. There we go. Bam. Okay, we're good. Monthly chart, still got that bearish divergence here. Weekly, if I'm not mistaken, still have a bearish divergence as well. Yes, we do. So the bearish divergence is there. I mean, from a weekly standpoint, this screams higher to me, right? And I'm gonna explain why. This screams higher for one. We just tested that macro demand and held. Two, this sets us up to fill that previous wick from last week's session. I can't see us dumping off of a set. Maybe I could. Maybe like an evening star here. Could get like a weekly evening star. That definitely could. Okay. I could see maybe a dump, but I would say the rip's probably the most probable here. I don't think we're going to sit inside of this range, which we could. It's a 500-point range. I mean, really, the more I look at this weekly, the more it kind of just throws me off. Same with the monthly. I mean, obviously we're strong, but daily kind of gives us the best insight here for very obvious reasons. We got a perfect little bull flag forming here. So we're either going to obviously hold that previous structure, trade higher, or we're going to turn this into a classic failure to go higher. And I think either way it goes, there's going to be a nice opportunity. So the best read I have here is on the daily. So that's what I'm kind of making most of my decision making off of, which is the daily chart. You can consider that a nice bull flag. Weekly, 4 hour, pretty much same thing, right? I mean, this is a textbook bull flag. I mean, if you want to be technical, you can call it a cup and handle, call it whatever you want. It's bullish. Big levels. That's what I'm going to talk about now. Last week, this 23,750 was that pivot, as you guys can see here. And obviously, we're just forming this little downtrend that we kind of held every single dip. Every dip was snagged throughout here. So, in my opinion, as long as we're above this 23,750, which is this level right here from last week's low, I'm bullish, right? It's that simple, right? As long as we're above 2370, that's where we look for those pullbacks, buy the dip, or look for those continuation setups into new all-time highs. Downside, very simple. 23,750 is that pivot. If we lose 23,750, I definitely think that'll trigger a much bigger move lower. But as of right now, as long as we're above it and this little bull flag's still intact, I'm not going to be super comfortable shorting anything on the NQ side. But if I were to look for shorts, I would look for shorts right here. We've kind of been maintaining lower highs here. If you get down to this hourly, it's a kind of a cleaner picture, right? We have the all-time highs, lower high, a low, lower low, lower low, trading inside of this channel here. So it would make sense to continue this channel, this downward channel, if we did reject this 23,880 and then came down and made new lows. And then obviously from there, we could kind of determine whether it's going to go lower or higher. But I would say that's a possibility. And if you wanted a short setup, this would be it, in my opinion. You either look for that break and failure, 23,880, 23,900 for a short back into 23,750. But again, that 23,750 is major, so I mean that could be a nice setup, but you would have to wait for obviously weakness in that area, and I don't know. I personally think we're gonna rip, but we shall see. We shall see. Levels are very clear here, and yeah, that's what I'm watching on NQ for the week ahead. That daily bull flag looks the best. I'm not gonna lie, it looks very good. Question is do we hold or not? That's the big question going into this week's session. The dips have been snagged every single time, so I mean we can't do anything else but be bullish, right? We have that higher low here after making that low, reclaim that structure. So I mean even here on the hourly, it's still very bullish. ES, this is kind of the cleanest chart in terms of levels. I mean, monthly chart's insane, weekly chart's insane. I mean, we're just bullish across the board here. I don't really love this daily right here. It's kind of like a little clusterfuck, but that translates to a little base here on the hourly, which I like a lot. We retested that previous all-time high resistance, held as support last week's session. So that's kind of our line in the sand going into this week, which is 64.55. So if you're bullish, it's going to be off this 64.55. If you're bearish, it needs to be below 64.55, and that's pretty simple, right? If you're looking for upside here, you're looking for that pullback, 64.55, excuse me, for a long position. Upside, I mean, that 6,500 has been a brick wall. Do we have enough juice to break it, so to say, right? Do we have enough juice to break it? So my whole watch this week is going to be this range, 64.55. Top of the range being that 6,500, 6,510. If you want to be short, it needs to be below that structure. If you want to be long, it needs to be above. that resistance, right? So two big levels this week, 6,500, 6,455. Do I have any interest trading in between here? No, I don't. So those are my top watches. I'm going to go ahead and set my alert here now. Same with NQ pretty much, right? I mean, I have zero interest in trading from here to here. Like, I have no interest. A higher risk approach would be, like I said, break, failure, short, but it would take a lot for me to want to trade that. I want to see us break this range. I do. YM. This is my favorite chart for shorts or a long if we can break. Right, you guys can see this resistance is massive, right? This has been a big struggle point for YM, 45, 300. It's been a big resistance. So, with that rejection on Friday, I mean, it's pretty clear here, right? If you want to be a short on YM, it needs to be below 45,000. If we get below 45,000, by all means, short this fucker back into 44,000 or 44,500. That's the next big demand down here. If you want to be long on YM, it needs to be back above 45,300. And that's pretty much all I got to say here. Those levels are clear as day. 45,000, 45,300. RTY. This is my favorite chart, honestly. I feel like the upside potential here is great if we can hold. 2,300 is that level. That's that previous resistance, which is now holding as support. You can even consider this a nice little break and retest bull flag. So if we need longs going into tomorrow session, this is the name I'm going to be focused on, right? We have that nice little double bottom here, failure to go lower, held that structure. So I'm going to be looking for either a demand hold here for a long position, or I'm going to be looking for a reclaim of that 2,300. If we get above that 2,300, by all means, take this back into highs, above highs. This is parabolic, right? So big focus on RTY this week. It's going to be at 2285 and at 2,300 level. I think this looks very good. Nice little wedge here, whatever you want to call it. Holding that structure. Got that daily bull flag. I think that looks very good. Out of the four, I think this looks the best. A little concerning, though, with us rejecting that supply. But I definitely think we could still get value here if we hold that demand. And vice versa. If we break here, 2285, I mean, we have room all the way back down into the 2255s. So either way it goes this week, whether we go up or down, should be nice value, right? You guys can see the same charts I'm seeing. NQ, beautiful level to the downside, beautiful level to the upside. ES, beautiful level to the downside, beautiful level to the upside. YM, same thing. RTY, same thing. So however it goes this week, I mean, I think we're going to be golden, right? I think we're going to be golden. Some very nice setups. Silver, I'm interested in this long again, right? And I'm going to explain why. We're still holding this demand, right? Look at this. Look at the significance of this demand. This is a massive, massive weekly demand. Fun fact, we haven't been above this level since 2013. And if you go to the daily here, we're holding this nice uptrend, right? Held the demand, higher low. Held the demand, uptrend, higher low. So my mindset is if we can continue to hold this structure here into tomorrow's session, I'm going to look for a swing. My stop loss is going to be below that higher low, and we're going to look to target these highs and a break of those highs. So this is my top swing watch going into tomorrow's session. I like this a lot. Might enter it tonight, but probably not. I'll wait till tomorrow. And yeah, that's what I got going on there. Gold. I mean, this is it for gold, right? We've been watching this for a while. I traded it tonight, but this is the level, right? This is the macro uptrend. And to be very fair, this would be the scenario to go long, right? What did we do? We just wicked below that previous day's low, tested this demand, held, reclaimed that previous day's low. This is the ultimate long setup on gold right now, right? Long as gold is above 33.75, that previous day's low, this is a long setup, right? This is a classic failure to go lower. Beautiful demand test off this trendline support. The trade I took was actually a short, right? I took gold short here with the minties tonight, right here. Caught a $10 move or so, about $1,000 a contract, and that was it. I made 3K on this trade, and stopped out on my runner right here. But now that we've reclaimed this 33.75, I mean, this is bullish as fuck, right? You guys have seen. Bounced off that macro trendline support. So the game plan here would be, hey, look for that dip down to 33.80, 33.75, and go long, right? Stop below these overnight lows. If you want to be short, it needs to be back below these overnight lows. I mean, that's the level, right? I mean, long as we're above that previous day's low, you cannot be short here, right? This does not look like a chart you want to short for obvious reasons. It's just a classic failure to go lower on the hourly after testing that demand, major uptrend. These are all the characteristics of a reversal to the upside. So looks good, right? It does look good. Looks very good. Nothing here, nothing there. Every time I look at this chart, I just shake my head. That's insane, man. Made a $40,000 move in 5 minutes. Anyway, let's get into these individual names for the week ahead. Number one here, we got Microsoft. Microsoft is a chart I absolutely adore for this week, man. This is a beautiful chart. We had this massive move off of earnings, right? Massive move. And what happened? Instantly faded, right? I think that says a lot about this chart, especially throughout last week's session where the market was making new highs. But if you look at Microsoft here, we're continuing to make lower highs. So this is one of the names I'm watching in terms of relative weakness. And the level that I'm watching is an absolute massive level. 518.50, right? Previous resistance, 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 support, 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 support. This is huge, right? Look at what happened last time we broke this level. We made a massive move off of earnings. So if we can get back below this 518.50, this is going to be the A+ short setup down in the 510 and low 500s. This is my A+ short setup for the week. Market gets weak. Microsoft loses 518.50. Short this fucker into the ground. And vice versa, right? With a level like this is just pure opportunity. Because if we do something like this, right? Break 518.50, trade below it, reclaim, hold it, that is the A+ long setup back into 526. Or if we just straight up hold 518.50 and don't break it, let's say we gap up and get above 526, that is a great long setup back into 531, 540. So no matter how it goes this week with Microsoft, we got a fucking A+ setup on our hands, right? This is absolutely beautiful. No matter how it goes, this is absolutely beautiful. This is a chart you have to love, right? You have to love. Speaking of NQ here, if we can break out of this downtrend or show weakness, we are going to take that trade tonight. I know that for sure. So let me set my alerts here. But yeah, Microsoft, top watch. Next we have Amazon. Amazon, I'm not going to lie, it slipped through my radar, and I'm a little pissed last week because I traded this poorly, right? We had that gap fill on the daily, right? From here, 220 and 230. That was our swing opportunity, right? When Amazon pulled back, broke the top of the gap fill, made that high, and then pulled back and retested the top of the gap, that was the A+ swing setup because your risk was limited to this low. That was a beautiful trade. I'm a little upset I didn't take it, but it's all good. It's all good. You guys can see here, that was beautiful. Resistance, turn, support. But as of now, Amazon's back at the top of this gap fill, top of this supply here, as you guys can see. This is the pivot, right? This is where, hey, we're going to catch another nice little pullback, or hey, we're going to blow the top off. So that's why I'm watching Amazon this week. We have a beautiful rally and a nice base here. You guys know there's two things that can come from this, one being a rally-based drop and another being a rally-based rally. So if we can get this break and hold below 230 on Amazon, that is a great short back down into this previous demand at 225, 226, and that's where we can flip long for a demand bounce. Or if Amazon just straight up breaks 234, that is our top long watch into 240 plus. So this is a beautiful chart again. Microsoft, Amazon, so much opportunity here. These levels are clear as day. These are charts that you gotta love. Gotta love it. Next, CRM. This is a name that I usually don't day trade much, but this is actually a top swing watch of mine. Beautiful, beautiful demand hold here. As you guys can see, this dates back into June. Beautiful daily double bottom. Nice rising volume on that demand hold. This is beautiful, right? This is a textbook failure to go lower swing setup. This is beautiful. Major level here I want to watch is 238. That's that previous structure, which we held as support, then resistance, and now we're back above it. So the way I want to trade this is I want to look for two different setups here. Pull back 238 for a demand bounce and a swing entry. Stop loss below the daily low. Or two, if we can get above 244, I want to look for that break and hold to go long. We have room back up into this structure here at 255. So either way this goes, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Along with Amazon and Microsoft. If you guys are paying attention, every name I've covered tonight, we have an A+ setup on the board, right? ES, NQ, Microsoft, Amazon, CRM. This is a week to be excited about. Hopefully they come through. Grow with goals. Wow. Thank you. You guys don't have to do that, right? I don't need the money. I appreciate you guys, though. Yeah, man. You guys don't have to do anything, right? Just show up, show out. That's it. I don't need anything from you guys, man. I don't. I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate everybody's support. All you got to do is like the video. Boom. We might be getting a squeeze here on NQ. I want to be all up in that thing. No homo. Well, it's not homo if it's a female, right? So NQ is a nice little purdy female tonight. This is that supply, though. We'll keep an eye on this. Yeah, nice little pop. Nice little pop. Anyway, next we have AMD here. Last week, we had some fun with AMD, but I really want to point out the macro structure here, right? Like, a lot of people are getting a little too excited with AMD, right? One of them being me. We bought the dip here. We literally bought the bottom on AMD, right? We bought the bottom. There's no questioning that, right? We bought the bottom. We were the bottom buyers. We picked it up at 83. That was the bottom. This is where we start to become concerned, right? Look at the significance of this level. Dating back to December of 2024. Resistance, resistance, support, resistance, major resistance. Look at what happened here. Tumbled over 25%, 35%. Here we are back at this major resistance. So this is the level where it's a teeter-totter, right? For AMD, it's a teeter-totter here. Are we going to continue being bullish? Or are we going to tip this down to the short side, right? What's going on here with AMD? That's the big question we're asking ourselves. And this answer is pretty simple because the levels are so clear. First things first here, level we traded on Friday. We traded this together. 180, 179. That was that previous resistance, right? Which was support. We took that breakdown from 179 into 176. That was our main trade from Friday. Now, going into this week's session, it is that simple again. AMD, bearish below 179, 180. Simple. Nothing else to say. We're below 179, 180, short AMD. We break 176, short AMD. Okay? That's how simple it is. But on the flip side, if AMD pulls a move like this, reclaims 180, holds 180, that is the bullish scenario on AMD. That is the very bullish scenario. That is the A+ setup on AMD for longs. Reclaim 180. Fun fact, this is where we took AMD on Friday. Why? Look at it. It's simple. Support, turn resistance. We got the week closure. We entered, sold into new lows for 70%, zero drawdown. Friday, I was sick as a dog, by the way. Still hopped on. That was the only trade we took. And, yeah, that's what I'm watching on AMD. Next, I threw this in here for my small account folks. Also, for the fact that I'm going to swing it. This is a beautiful daily chart. As you guys can see, we have that big macro demand hold at 10. Higher low here at 12. Higher low here at 13. Higher low here at 15. Forming a nice rally base now. So, what we're watching here on Bull is, one, I'm watching for a swing entry. Two, for small accounts, this will be a great setup to day trade. Top of the base, 16.20. Bottom of the base, 14.7. We'll get above that 16.20. That is your top long watch back into 18. That is where we get into that squeeze territory, and we can really start to see this thing fly. Now, if you want to be bearish on Bull, which I don't think is a good idea, but if we get below 14.7, that is when that long setup would be invalidated, and we likely get a move back down to 13.5. That is pretty much that, right? That is that on Bull. Break of the range. Similar to every other setup we're watching. Side note, NQ is really testing me here. I want to catch this long setup. I do. Because I know what's going to happen. If I don't enter now, by morning, we're going to be up here at 24,000. Maybe have new all-time highs. I can already see it happening. I don't see this candle flipping red. I could be very wrong, right? I could be very wrong here. But I do not see this candle flipping red. I don't. I do not see this candle flipping red. I need a long entry. The best long entry, if you want me to be very honest, was right here. But obviously, market opened at 6 p.m., so you literally had to be at your setup. Reclaim 23,800, go long, stop loss below that low. That was pretty much the only good setup tonight. Outside of that, there wasn't really much opportunity there. Wasn't really too much opportunity there. Wow, we already finished the watch list? Goodness gracious. Okay, now what? I feel like every week it goes by quicker and quicker. Like, we just covered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We covered NQ, ES, very in depth. YM, R2Y, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different names in fucking 30 minutes. It's crazy. Now what? You guys got anything you want me to check out? Feel free to type it in the chat. Let's get it. Can you help us pass evals? Of course. Last week we fucking crushed it. Last week we caught NQ last week, right? I think so. Yeah, we did. We caught NQ right here. Shorted NQ right here. 24,000. It was like a 130 point move. And then CPI. We passed our evals right here. CPI. Those 2 good eval passers last week. Tesla. See a lot of Teslas. Let's watch NQ. All right, we'll check it out in a second. I'll go over Tesla. Tesla. I mean, this is the level for me. 331.50. If Tesla's below 331.50, I would use as a reference to go short down into 322, targeting down at this 312. If you want to be bullish on Tesla, it needs to be back above 331.50. Pretty much all I got to say there. NVIDIA, did we look at NVIDIA? No, we didn't. We could do NVIDIA. NVIDIA, very simple. Last week, 184 was the level. Last week, 178 was the level. Below 178, shorted into the ground. Above 184, hold it to the moon. That's simple. This is the big no trade zone on NVIDIA. Do not get caught trading here, okay? Look at what happened previously, right? Do not get caught in that no trade zone, okay? Below 178 or above 184. Let's see what else we got. We can go over crypto. Yeah, I'll go over one more name from you guys. What else we got here? SPY. We already covered SPY. Circle. Sure. Side note, guys. I'm going to pull up a calendar real quick. Make sure I don't leak any of my stuff I have on here. I don't have anything on here. I don't want you guys to see my fucking email, though. Can I pull up a calendar somewhere else? I think I can. Show me a calendar, goddammit. Here we go. We already did SPY. We already did Google as well. No, SPY we didn't. I don't do those at night anymore. I do them tomorrow. Because obviously a lot changes overnight. I'm trying to find a fucking calendar without showing my information. Anyway, you guys got 30 seconds. I'm going to put 2 numbers on the screen. If you can find them, that date is important. Play a little hide and go seek. See if anybody found him. A lot of 24s. I think there might be a nice confluence there. I will not confirm or deny, but confluence equals conviction. Okay? If you've seen it, you've seen it. Next Sunday. It's gonna be the biggest day for me and you guys. And next Sunday is gonna be a massive live. Next Sunday is going to set a path on fire. Next Sunday is going to change a lot of people's lives. Next Sunday is going to create a lot of opportunity for a lot of people. Next Sunday is going to be a first of its kind. Next Sunday is going to be a day that everybody can look forward to. Next Sunday signifies freedom. It's what my haters are scared of. God did. That's all I gotta say. God did. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure. Woke up the beast for sure. I haven't been posting on social media for a reason. I haven't been uploading videos on YouTube for a reason. I haven't been doing any of that. I hope they enjoyed their time. That's all I'm gonna say. They being everyone. Anybody who doubted me, anybody who talked shit about me, anybody who just didn't but I don't looked at me the wrong way. This is for you. It's gonna be. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. It's been a long time coming. Everything happens for a reason, you know. So just gotta believe. That is a fact, HQ. That is a fact. I will stop live trading for free. Yes, I will. That is very, very limited. Very, very limited. Anyway, I owe you guys a giveaway. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. I owe you guys a giveaway. Let's go ahead and knock that out real quick. Do 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 do. Keyword is 24. Good luck, everybody. Do I not trade ICT? I'd rather chew on fucking crowns than even think about that. Excuse me. Why is everybody spamming 24s? Because we love Kobe. Kobe. I can't wait, man. I can't. It's been a long time coming. I got an excellent team behind me. I couldn't be happier. Put it that way. Couldn't be happier. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect. Might be some issues here. Might be some issues there. Not for mentees. There's no issues for mentees. They got a fucking first class ride everywhere. But we'll get there, one day at a time. Sometimes all you gotta do is take the first step. After that, it gets easier. Good luck, everybody. 1, 2, and 3. Kaizen, good life. Matter of fact, is Hannah going live tomorrow? I forgot to check. Where is Hannah? Hannah, are you in here? Kaizen, what do you want? You want a Apex account or you want money? Yeah, Hannah's on vacation somewhere. I don't think she's gonna be live tomorrow. I'm trying to find her text messages. Yeah, I don't think Hannah's gonna be here tomorrow. Yeah, Wednesday, the 20th. Money. Okay, sounds good. All right, we'll do one more for good luck, and then I'm gonna go ahead and rock out. If you guys got any questions, man, you guys know. Feel free to ask them, whether it's trading, business, entrepreneurship, whatever it may be, man. Feel free to ask it. I'm always gonna answer honestly, transparently. That's what I pride myself on. All right, let's run this back. We'll just choose a winner from here. I don't feel like creating another keyword. MYR1. All right, that doesn't count. What the fuck are you doing? You're spamming numbers. All right, let me go ahead and change this now. Turbo. Turbo never fails. Good luck, everybody. Turbo. Turbo. I'm excited for this week, man. We got a bunch of beautiful setups. I want to leak what podcast I'm going on, but I'm not going to. I shouldn't even have said anything, but you know, I'm terrible at having secrets. I'll probably end up saying it on Zoom or something. It's going to be awesome. I've never talked about everything, but I will on that podcast. Everything from day one with me till now. From little old 16-year-old felony to prison, to after prison, to today. It'll be pretty dope. Good luck, everybody. Edwin Barrientos. You want an Apex account or cash? I got what you need. What you need? Yeah, you only need to type one time. I'm gonna talk about everything. I don't give a fuck. Zero fucks, especially after Sunday. I give zero fuckaroonies. Not one fuck, two fuck, three fuck, four fucks. You want cash or Apex account, Edwin? Barrientos. Barrientos. I don't know why that name's satisfying to say. What should I get to eat? Not gonna lie, I am kind of starving right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Mildly starving. Winners. Edwin. What was the other one? Edwin and who else? I can't remember. Let me see. Dom, did I send it to you? Fuck, I didn't. I forgot the first winner. Who knows the first winner? Shit, I thought I sent it. Fuck me. Who was the first winner? Someone help me out. God damn it. Kaizen? Okay. Kaizen. Alright, cool. Everybody stop spamming for a second. Just don't type anything. It's gonna be for a good reason. Slow feet don't eat. Just remember that in 1 second. Where's NQ at? Still pushing? Okay. I'm gonna drop 2 Apex codes. One in the Kick chat, one in the YouTube chat. Y'all ready? Free any size account. You can get a 300K account, you can get a 50K account, 25, doesn't matter. I would recommend a 50 or 100, but it's literally a free code. Whatever you want to do, you can do with it. Ready? YouTube, sent. Kick, sent. Good luck, everybody. On that note, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, man. Shout out to everybody who tuned in tonight. I appreciate all of you guys. Next Sunday is the big night. Do not miss it. Do not forget it. Write it down. Put it on your significant other's forehead, son's forehead, back, wherever you got to put it. Put it, and keep it safe, all right? That first step is massive. We'll get to it. And, yeah, man. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. I will see you guys bright and early in the morning. I will not be live trading for free much longer. If you do want to live trade with me while it lasts, there's the link. It's completely free. And, yeah, man, I will see you guys bright and early in the morning. As always, you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Peace, everybody.